On point, dropping shade and setting the trends.
You drinking the haterade.
It's the Shade Room.
All right, y'all. Guys, I told you before, right? We got someone coming inside the studio to drop this track. And it's called Rising, and it's none other than the Realis himself.
Definitely.
And he seems real. This brother looks like when he opens his mouth, all you're gonna hear is the truth and exactly how it is. I don't mean to judge you by how you look, but that is it. You just have this demeanor about you that whatever you say, that is the deal, that is the case, and it is the truth. So welcome inside the Shade Room, guys. We have with us the man, the Realis, and he's here to talk about his track called Rising. I listened to it I tried not to listen to the whole thing, but I always like to have a genuine reaction inside the studio, so I try not to listen to the whole song every time. So, but what I listened to more than I wanted to, and I gotta tell you, I love it. I love the positivity behind this track. I love that it has a bit of a fusion meets with reggae, kind of dance hall. Yeah, I love that vibe. Now, unfortunately, this is my first time hearing about the Realis. Now, tell me, you new on the scene, or have you been in the music industry for a while?
The Realis again being both in music a good time right now. Just take a little rest, because you have to put things together, get certain plans, set off a winner. Because I've been doing this thing from since 2004, really and truly, right? But then studio go up, studio go down. But as my studio start back up again now, I say let me bring on something that people know, the Realis still kicking it now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what this track right here, Rising, does this have to do with whatever you've been experiencing lately, or you're just trying to uplift people with it?
Well, definitely, right? Because in my life growing up so far, right, a lot of people look at Rastas different way, Some might look at you as a gangster, some might look at you as a crackhead, some might look at you differently, right? But now I want to show people now, that Rastas now, we're not just bad boys or gangsters or, crackheads, We're good, positive people who could bring a change to the community. Because so we need to stop the stereotyping of people. Because so when I say rising and all the chops they try to set, because every time you try to do something, right, people always want to stop you.
Okay.
Right, so no matter how they try to stop me, I always find a way out. Because I keep coming again because I was just Realis. But now when I return and you see now I say Realis again, so that means I just keep coming.
All right, Realis again, definitely. Now, you were always in the reggae genre. You never really
Well, for real, I was really start with the real dancehall vibe, right?
Okay.
But then now I noticing now when I go to parties now. Because the old school reggae still vibing and dancehall ponging still, but old school reggae still stand now. So I decided, people love reggae, but people vibing to dancehall.
Oh, yeah.
So now I decided I'm gonna put the two of them
together. That's where the fusion came in. And I really love it.
Yeah.
I really do. And I hear a lot of people are meshing, whether it's dance hall with reggae or dance hall with the Afrobeat.
Yeah.
But they're all Latin.
Definitely.
And I would love to hear somebody out of Vinci fuse something with something Latin, definitely. You understand? I think we need to go beyond our boundaries and make a bridge.
Yeah, because the music, the sky's the limit,
Exactly, definitely. Now, as a positive reggae artist, and that's what you call yourself, a reggae artist.
Definitely.
As a positive reggae artist, how would you like to see reggae elevate here in St. Vincent?
Well, for me, right, I've been looking around and a lot of people claim they love reggae, right? But then when it come into parties and radio station vibes and, promotions and the promoters, they don't really push and promote reggae that much, We keep sticking to saying that we come from Vinci and, soca's we thing. But then look at Jamaica now doing we thing. So we say soca's we thing.
Okay.
But them doing we thing, right? Now Trinidad doing soca. Right, Trinidad doing R&B, hip hop. If you look at Barbados, they're doing the same thing. They got Rihanna, right? Now Jamaica, now Grenada, everybody doing things for reggae, different genres of music than what the original culture was about. But St. Vincent still had this term now that they say, oh, soca is for you. So if you don't be on soca in St. Vincent, you don't reach nowhere, right? But now with how the reggae artists like me now, we ain't giving up. We just keep pushing forward, and what we need the public and the investors and the promoters and the studio producers, push reggae, promote reggae, because reggae is a great thing, and if we push reggae more, we get a lot of more positive people in the community. Cause you know, reggae music is about bringing a good vibe now,
Yeah,
a good
definitely.
element to the society now. It was not just a jump up and a rave up, but it's something we could listen to and you know get educated from now.
But I don't know if you noticed, right? We're definitely making some positive strides on the reggae scene because we have a lot of young local artists coming up
Well,
and they're
yeah, I
starting
see
in the
that.
reggae genre.
Yeah, I see that.
We have my girl Havlin
Yeah.
with her positive vibrations, and I really
Right.
love that she came with that kind of vibe.
Right,
and she
right.
seemed, as a young artist coming up in the game, she seemed like she has a real level head on her shoulders, and I think it's because of what she's putting in,
Yeah.
what she's listening to.
Because
you know?
I listened to this song when it launched out, right? And I said to myself, this girl, she sound real cool and everything.
Definitely,
You know?
and she
Yeah,
is. She really is. She
Yeah.
has an old soul, and she seems way mature beyond her
Definitely,
age,
yeah.
and she's bringing it to her music, and I just
Yeah.
love that.
Definitely.
It's very refreshing, especially for a young person.
Yeah, I appreciate your style for real.
Definitely. And with that said, right, this track Rising right here, I think it has so much potential. You understand, in definitely encouraging other artists to fuse that
Music, yeah,
the
the
music.
dance,
You understand, and I love how you kept it Vincy. Should we look out for a music video anytime
Yeah,
soon?
well, actually, really and truly, I was supposed to launch a music video together with the track, but
Uh-huh.
you know, I ain't really start out all the shots yet. So when the shots complete now, I will
All
sure
right.
hit you up and let you know
All right,
when
but
it again come out.
everything in its own time, right?
Everything in its own time.
All right, guys. So real quick, and of course you gotta know, right? This is a get to know you interview because I really don't know that much about
Right,
you.
right.
Vincy doesn't really know that much about you.
Right.
Of course, you have your own circles that
Right,
you know
that-
would know who the
Yeah,
realist is.
right.
But in regards to putting yourself out there, we really
Right.
wanna get that in this interview. So
Right.
real quick, we're gonna make a block inside the shade room, y'all, and we'll be back with the realist himself with his new track Rising. And of course, we wanna hear you drop a beat on it, all right?
What's already, yeah?
Okay.
Easy.
Facing the system, but you overcome the odds. Why? Get to youths keep rising. Get to youths keep rising. Y'all roll up the tram set for the get to people them. Well, we still rising. No matter what they do, still rising. No matter what them try, we still rising. Rising to the top.
On point, dropping shade and setting the trends.
You drinking the haterade.
It's the Shade Room.
All right, y'all, we're back. And of course, you know, we're still rising with the realist right here. And again, welcome back inside the shade room. Now, this track right here, I gotta ask you, and this is a common question that we ask artists all the time, but we always have to go back to that foundation from where it all started, right? Who were some of your major influences that really made you want to get into the reggae genre?
Like Sizzle and Kalanja, you know, Gone, Excel. But I always love Bob Marley. He's number one, you know, he's number one for me.
Okay.
Right, all over my house, Bob Marley, right? But then now, you know, growing up now, you know, you have to mix any things, you know, dance, I'll come in my mind still now. So, you know, I have to pick up man like Vibes Cartel. But, you know, a local man, well, two local man really, you know, vibe me up one of the youngest, you know. You was it, this one named Little Terror. You
Little
was
Terror, okay.
Borderline, me and he been close, right? And another one, No Justice. Them two man, them is me two local boys and them, but one gone rest in peace still, but, you know, still do things still.
I hear you, and of course, you would have heard all these growing up. So, who in your family, was it your father or your mother that really had that music pushing, or it's
Well-
just from around the neighborhood?
Well, you know, I grew up in a family that is totally Rastas, right?
Okay.
So music is always a part of the family.
And
you
who
know?
you are, okay.
Yes, you know, I used to play the drum, the ketty drum, right? So every time we go to celebration, now I play the drum now, and I sing and so I say, no, well, this is my thing, and I just sing and I play an instrument now. So when the school have fair and thing, and they go say, oh, Solomon, come up, you know, do
Okay.
something for the school, and I say, doing it from since primary school coming up. I was being in different parts, in the concerts and, you know, phase and thing, doing my thing from primary school to high school, come right up, you know. But when I meet up and people who doing it real now, then now I pick it up as my career now.
All right.
Yeah.
So, this is what you do for a living? Are you an artist for a living, or you have
Well-
something on the side going on?
Well, to tell you the truth, right, I is not just the artist behind the music, I is the producer too. And the person for build the beat. And,
Okay,
you know,
wow.
Yeah, so like, you
I'm
know.
glad you put that up there.
Yeah.
So with that said, okay, go ahead, continue.
Yeah, and right now, me know a couple people had might seen one of my films where I co-produce, and Ike TV, Visitry, the Voodoo Man. I do films, different things, but I always keep trying to push St. Vincent somehow, so we could be on the map now.
All right, that's good. You're always representing.
Definitely.
Now, which artists out there, whether it's reggae artists, who out there, local artists or regional or international, would you like to collaborate with? Yes, you're new on the scene, but you're not about limiting yourself.
I'm gonna tell you, like, for me, right, you get plenty top artists out there, right? But for me right now, how things going right now, a man like Jamil, like go like for the style with Jamil.
Okay.
Because I just like how you just move kind of like me, just tell people what's going on and the reality stories now. Because the strongest soul always get the hardest fight now. Because he's kind of depend on the love situation too, and we all love, So like, he's a good man. I go like for vibe up really and truly.
All right, and what about local here? Anybody here you really want to collaborate with that you hope to do something with in the future?
It's one big bad man they don't hear everybody want to collaborate. Is the dark skinny fabulous himself.
But he is more soca. I know he didn't start out that way, but he is more soca though right now.
When you hear Skinny Fabulous shot back in the days of high school, and you was a young boy and you was truckload a girl figure, offload. You see,
I know. I heard him do some freestyles at Bankyard at the time, right in front of Richie's. I heard him, I know where his beginnings came from.
Another artist I go like for do now. I hear this new artist come out with them saying him Enigma.
Yeah.
That me boy, used to be named AR-15, but he changed to Enigma now. So, man, he could definitely link up and do something differently.
All right. So, hint, Enigma, if you're listening. I love his style. He keeps it real natural.
Come on,
there's no hint of any kind of Jamaican accent in there that a lot of people like to push.
Yeah,
he just kept it real, and I love it.
Definitely.
All right, now, so we gotta go real quick, but it has been my pleasure talking to you here in this track. Where can we get this track? What is it on right now?
Well, as it launched today now, it's going to be up on YouTube. It will be up on Facebook. You can look for it on SoundCloud, Reverb Nation.
All right.
Definitely.
So y'all heard the Realis. Let's keep it real and support local.
Definitely.
Always try to buy your music. All right. Always. All right. One way or the other, our artists gotta make a living, and I think that's why a lot of people not doing it strictly professionally as their career, because they have to make money.
Definitely.
They have to pay the studios. They gotta pay for all the other things that we don't see.
Behind the scenes is more expensive.
Exactly. All right, and we always encourage people to use local producers and writers, and of course we know our producers and our writers, they're doing really big things. They're writing for regional and international artists.
Yeah, for real.
So we definitely gotta rep. So real quick, let me hear you drop a style on the track real quick. Do something live for us. Mav, you ready? You're ready? Mav always ready. Buddy.
We are always ready. You don't know. Every day is a struggle. Facing the system. Yo, still rising. You still rising. Yo, well, we still rising. So what they do, we still rising. No matter what they try, we still rising. Rising to the top, unstoppable rising. All the chops with them set, we still rising. All the moves with them block, we still rising. Them find it so surprising, unstoppable. I will never have for you, The world I confess it, we are genius. Ever wild and them can't tame us. If you take my life, you asking Uncle Amos. Well, money man I go for. Hustle in the street every day for the copper. Lone ranger, me say lone top shatter. From me say money ready for deal with the matter. Me say up with the time, we no up with no crime. Out for the pile, me no out for no nine. Murder them till they never cross for me mind. I will prefer look at work same time. Hustle for the nickel, me say hustle for the dime. 24/7 say me sit on the grind. You a go a school, then a school you fi find. Can't see the contract and I know where it's and rising. Yo, say we still rising. We still rising. Rising to the top, unstoppable rising. All the moves with them set, we still rising. All the moves with them block, we still rising. Find it so surprising. Well, the more than fight me, giving up. See, I'm still standing up.
The most I have me shield, so I'm still strong enough. And any boy this the tight, say me clip long enough. Me know them have a similar locked down in a jail. And all me plans them fail. The judge not the hammer say, Salo no bail. But guess what, your plans them fail.
You heard no boom already.
All
This
right,
how we
y'all. You heard it live and direct.
did. Straight.
And of course, you know we kept it real.
The realist.
So big up yourself, Realis. Thank you for coming through.
Straight.
And all the best to you. And we look forward to hearing from you and seeing that music video, all right?
Definitely. You get some big tracks coming and just taking it one step at a time, you know?
All right.
Easy.
You heard it here first on Boom 1069 inside the Shade Room. The Realist rising.
Straight. Big up the whole of Vince still, you know? Glad for everybody to keep it locked on and booming and support the local flair still, you know? So everybody just keep it locked, straight, boom. This is what they.
All right, you heard.
On point, dropping shade and setting the trends.
You drinking the haterade.
It's the Shade Room.